Hey guys, I'm filming with my new Galaxy S4. I'm just going to show the mod I did to my Galaxy S3 that you guys possibly might want to try. It works easily with the Galaxy S3, a Note 2, or a Galaxy S4. There might be other devices, but those actually have pins. Not that you don't even need to open the phone. You just need to take the backplate off, and there's pins there that you can connect to get wireless charging working. Whether you use wireless Qi, which is the newer standard, or you use Touchstone, which is might be a little bit cheaper to implement, and there are some advantages to it. Like I like how the palm chargers are kind of like have a large magnet in there. You could set it down, and this really grips. Like you could put this in a car, be driving like a madman, and this wouldn't fall off because I have 8 rare earth magnets in here. So let me just show what it does for you. Is basically it charges your phone, so you can see that the charging light's turning on, and this little thing is spinning, which means it's charging. And let me unlock this phone real quick. Yeah, so there's no pop-up because it isn't stock ROM, that annoying pop-up that comes up that says your wireless charging, but it just works. It does charge maybe a little bit, maybe half as slow. I'm not exactly sure. It didn't seem it was like that much slower, but I have a feeling on the S4 it's going to be much slower because the S4 has a 2 amp charger, which means this thing is probably not delivering 2 amps. It's probably not even close. So we'll see. It'll be interesting, but I think I'll do the mod on my S4, but might not always have to use it if I really need to get the juice in quick, because the S4's battery is bigger and it can charge faster on the USB cable because of that 2 amp charger. So yeah, this is just a Touchstone. You can get these for about $10, but you also need to get the USB and the this thing. It works with most USB things, but I prefer to use these. These are more reliable. They fit in this hole. Not any USB will fit in there, which kind of sucks. But overall, it's pretty nice. I mean, this was designed for like the Palm products, specifically like I think the Palm Pre or Palm Pixie started it. So basically, all you need to buy is the Touchstone stuff and then a Pixie backplate, and you can get this for like $3, and you can just rip out the electronic parts, and then you need to pick up the copper tape, which is conductive tape that you can use, and then I think some like you can pick up some rare earth magnets. I got those, the really small ones, and then also get the really thin ones. I mean, and then also get the you also probably want to get super glue. So now I did this a little bit different. One person I saw online did it the same way as me. Most people just put it in the backplate, which will not work if you have a thick case like a Otterbox. But I did this a little bit different. I'm going to try to do it on my S4 as well. But I'm going to now show my Otterbox taken apart because my mom isn't going to use this mod until I get her a new case. And this one's kind of janky because of the way I did it. And I want to get her a new case that's, you know, and I'm going to perfect the way I actually do this mod so that this doesn't happen. So let me set this down, and in 30 seconds hopefully I'll get this case off, and I'll show you the internals of how I did this. So right now I'm just taking the S3 out of the Otterbox case, and you can see what I did. So it's pretty cool because now the S3 pretty much is stock. The only difference is these 2 pieces of copper tape. I'm not sure if that's focusing. Yeah. See those 2 pieces of copper tape? They're not connected. One is positive, one's negative. I'm not sure which one's which. The S4 is not as, I think, exactly lined up the same way the S3 is. But let me take the back plate off as well, just a second. I don't remember how to take this thing off. Oh, there's somewhere you can stick your finger. Oh, there we go, at the top. So as you can see, I did not modify the backplate at all. This is a stock backplate. The only thing I did was add copper tape. I rolled it up and put it underneath the prongs in there. So that's the nice part about the phones I listed earlier, is they have prongs already for wireless charging. And you can buy backplates that just work. The only thing is that's not going to work with a thick case. So you have to do a custom mod if you want to do it that way. My case is really dirty, I just noticed. So I've been running this since January. People have been doing this for like over a year. Or at least a year, I think. But I've been running this mod since January. It's worked perfectly. There's been a couple times where it doesn't work, and I think that's the case flexing. But yeah, so basically you want to get them out of the prongs. And then this is what I would change if I redid this. Is I needed to get through the soft plastic layer. So this, because this is a double layer case, I had to do a custom mod that I saw one other person do online, but it wasn't an Otterbox commuter. I think I was the only one I've seen who did it exactly this way. So I did a slit, and I screwed up a couple times, so I used super glue, and every time I do super glue, it would like insulate it, and then it wouldn't conduct, and it wouldn't charge correctly. But all it is a slit, and the copper tape going from one side to the other. There's no weird bends or anything, it's just there to there. And I had to go so high, which makes this material eventually, after like 6 months, it ripped. You know, this used to be connected in the middle with super glue, and only these parts were open. This was actually 2 slits before. So you can see what I did. So this gets it through this copper layer. Now the Otterbox for the S4 has a hole in the middle. I'm just going to go through that. So I'm not even going to damage anything. It's just going to be added copper tape. Now here's the back plate. This is where most of the work is you want to center this on here. You can see this thing holds really strong. There's 8 magnets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure the size of these. These are the smaller ones you're going to buy. I'm not sure. This video is not focused at all. Okay, let me see. Yeah, but you can see this is just a pixie backplate. I took all the tape off to make it like as thin and light as possible. And then you can see there's the 2 pieces of tape that just come up here. This tape isn't needed. This is because of that rip. This piece of just Scotch tape I just threw on here. Let me get that out of the way. Yeah. So sorry if it's so blurry. I'm not sure if I did this wrong because it's not focusing. Maybe I just need more light. Yeah, but you can see, and NFC does work. I'm not sure if it works worse with this mod, but it does work, and I have NFC in my car that I change it to car mode. So that's one place I always use NFC, because I don't want to deal with the lock screen when I'm driving. So I unlock the phone, touch the little NFC tag, and then bam, I'm in car mode. It's not going to lock anymore. It if I was at work and it was silenced, it unsilences and stuff like that. So yeah, you can see there, it's kind of focused. You can see that I just have the 2 little headers there, and I just put tape all over that. And that one's kind of just crumpled on top of there. And then I use a bunch of this, I forgot what this is called. This isn't electrical tape. It's what they use internal in computers. You're gonna have to order online. They don't have it in stores, but it's better than electrical tape because electrical tape leaves residue a lot of time. And also it can have static. This is anti-static as well as insulating. So that's why you want to use this kind of tape. I forgot the name, but if you just look up yellow computer tape, you might be able to find it. This is just a piece of metal that covers this. I'm not sure if this actually shields the electromagnetic waves that are going through there. It probably does slightly, but I just put it there because it's not going to make a big difference, and it might be helping with that. So you can see this is basically the mod. I did everything here. Now, I didn't do this perfectly. These aren't lined up exactly where I wish they were, because I lined them all up perfectly, then I would take one off and try to add the super glue, and when you take it off, it kind of shifts a bit, and you add it, and then once it's on there so hard that you can't really move it anymore unless you really take a knife, grind it out. So what I might do in this next one is grind out little holes where they need to be exactly, because this actually isn't on completely straight when I do it. So I'm going to completely redo this for my mom when I do it. She's going to have a different colored case. And I don't like how this rubber is all jacked up. But yeah, that's how it is. These are the pieces. This is where most of the work is. Here you do a slit, but I would probably try to design something differently. I would probably do the slit lower so it's not exposed, and then have a fold somewhere so you can still get through. The only problem is on this piece, you need to get all the way here, unless you also put the back plate in somehow. So, but then you wouldn't be able to open the back plate, but you're not going to do that too often. So I could have gotten a piece of tape that goes across here, but then every time you open it. But what you could do is do it on the inside of here. So that's another option. So yeah, I'm just showing what I did. Sorry this video is going so long, but yeah, and I could put it all in and it probably would still work. Yeah, I'm gonna take everything apart now at this point and just give this phone to my mom. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna work on this on the S3 with this, also with the commuter. I mean the S4 with the commuter, and I'm gonna do things a little bit differently without the slit. So see if I can, hopefully I can do it all without actually damaging anything. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, you might want to try out this monitor yourself. It's not too expensive. Maybe look into, it might cost you about $25 for all the parts, but it might take you several hours if you want to do it through a case like the way I did it. But in the end, you'll have a protected phone that also has wireless charging. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.